part of the farmer itself. The input cost is been arrested because what you do is you channelize your seeds, your pesticides, your fertilizers, micronutrients, and also the technological transfer to the farmers through this KVKs and also through the agricultural officer, which has been proved in the last 4 years and which will continue. Number 2, bringing in ENAM will give an access to the marketplace. So the farm to fork, you reduce all the bicholias, you remove all the middlemen, and the cost to the farmer increases, whereas the cost to the consumer reduces. That has been proved. 79 new cold storages which were delivered and new cold storages and supply chain which has been proposed. I think that will also boost the farm to fork ratio. Now let me come out and say one more thing. Shelf life increment of the product. Earlier, the banana would survive for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. There will be now technologies which will help you to increase the life shelf, so that the shelf life of the products, that will help you to remove the black marketing of this particular products. And there is an emphasis been given to you. Number 2, when people talk about employment, good, they bring in infrastructural growth and infrastructural push by Prime Minister Gramin Sadak Yojana, 1,25,000 kilometers in regenerated with 80,000 crore rupees. Bharatmala, Sagarmala, MHA, Jal Vikas. Had you ever thought in your life that the container will travel from Bajbaj port of Kolkata Port Trust to Varanasi? This is the first time it is done. Udan has connected Sikkim. Udan has connected CD. Udan has connected Surat. Now new airports, the way it has been connected and the way the finance minister today has proposed that metro 657 kilometers have been done and 300 kilometers will be proposed and which will be done in the next 1 year or 2 years time. The SPVs, the special purpose vehicles for metros, and also PPP projects in the railway stations and railway properties. The way airports have changed in this country, the same way railway stations will be becoming a business hub also. That is going to increase the investment in the country as well as also provide jobs. Who builds road? Human being builds road. It is not done by air, right? Who does the dredging in the river to have the container to pass through? That is done by human beings. So probably that is a big thing. The total need is 50 lakh crore rupees.
So you're saying all of this is going to address that 45-year unemployment?
No, this I'll tell you, don't fall trap to this 45 years story. They tried to create this narrative for the last 4-5 years so that people, and no, I also started believing.
No, but these are.
Let me not challenge it. Let me also believe. Let me believe it. Let me believe it. Let me believe. I'm not doubting it. But I'll tell you, this will give a lot of push, and time will tell us because it's time there. Number 1, the way one nation, one tax has helped. Today, there are not 17 inspectors who come to your door. There is only one guy. Okay. And even that guy has been removed because you have introduced e-assessment. So there is nobody who will have a personal interference in your business, but there will be a system-driven, digitally driven audit system or there will be one grid of electricity that will generate or levelize the parity of the cost of electricity which is there in this country. Number 3, have you heard about this one ration card? You can go and take your PDS anywhere in this country. That will ESIC rates coming down, your CTC will come down. That is going to increase number of people to be employed.
Okay.
Last one point which is there. Your generation and my generation suffered a lot. Your father and my father said, you go and do better job. Don't think about doing a small business. Because small businesses, you will land up retiring and becoming unwanted element in the world. Now, the promise of pension to the retirees of the small shopkeepers and telawalas is going to push to this micro and small and tiny business entrepreneurs. And I think that is a big push. They wanted to know where the rupee is going to go. 8% is going to go into subsidy. But how do you the subsidy or the DBT, it goes through DBT. So the leakage has been arrested. 9% is spent on defense. 7% is spent defense on finance commons and transfers. Now you think about where a country where 18% is paying interest. The challenge will be always there. Rupee has to be divided into many factors.
I'm going to